everyone, what's up? It's Jimmy. I am here in my room putting on my face. It looks a little crazy. But I just highlighted everything, kind of drew it on real simply. I just want to go over how I contour because it's really fun. So what I do is I actually put on a complexion color first. I'm using the Krylon TV sticks. They're really heavy, but they're great. So what I like to do is I like to take it and I do all my highlights first. I do a little of my natural color, so I kind of like have like a bit of an outline of how it's going to be. It doesn't have to be perfect because we'll clean that up later. And then what I do is I take it and I just take my darkest color. I just draw it on like that. That's how it all begins. This is really basic. All right. Cool. So my symmetry's on. It's a little heavier over here. So let's make that good. Okay, so that's how it all begins. So then I'm going to go into my forehead. I like everything to, my lines to always match. So I'm going to go in, I'm just going to round everything out to really open up and round my face, which is how I get that fun clown looking thing by just opening it all out and bringing the light in a different direction. So let's say I want to go into the jaw. I'm going to round that out as well. And I want you to pay attention to something that a lot of, other than my gross earlobes, I want you to pay attention to how all my lines match each other. I'm all about that. All your lines should always be parallel, so you're not giving yourself a really distinct or like odd shape. It's just creating symmetry. It's pretty simple. Next step, get your brushes out. Mine are a bit of a mess. And I'm just going to take a stipple brush. I'm just going to start to blend the dark into that. It's really simple. Just get all those colors together. Typically you can do your highlights first and then go into the dark so you don't mess things up with your brush. But I'm just doing the dark first because that's where my eye took me. I'm also not used to filming this stuff. Alright. Blend that out. Beautiful. And see how it's starting to come along. Cool. So I use 3 colors, a light, a dark, and a complexion. So everything's kind of covered. And then if I want anything darker, I can make it darker. But I don't want to go start out too dark because it's a little too complicated if I do that. So blend that out, the light. See that how it all just makes itself nice and pretty? Cool. See that? I can just go and clean it all up. Perfect. It's a little more down here. So let's just fix that. So the cool thing that I like about makeup is when you do it, you can constantly like fix it and change it. So there's really like no rules because it's all about layering and having fun with it. See? Then the last thing I like to do for my shaping is grab a sponge I don't have here and stipple it. So I don't have a sponge, so I'm not going to use a sponge. I thought I did though. Oh, yeah, here we go. So I grab a sponge and I just do that. I'm a little rough with it because I really want to absorb it and get that blend nice and perfect. But you see that? And this is the really just basic part of getting it all blended in pretty. Because I have a really difficult face to work with because I have a very distinctive bone structure. Here we go. But I know a lot of people want to know how I do it, so I am showing you right now. So I have a 5 o'clock shadow. That'll change though. Alright everyone, there you go. Very basic, the beginning steps of my highlight and my contour. But you see how that all blended itself out, or it will. Here we go. And I'll go over it a few more times. I'll go over it foundation. I'll go over it with powder until it's perfect. But it's obviously not going to be perfect right away. It's just about repeating your steps. Layering, blending, powdering, and then doing it again in powders and all that. But we'll get into that later. Alright, thank you. Hope you liked. Bye.